Vehicle in which the last remains of Major Ashish Sena Medal are.
जो लोकलेटा हम गांव के हैं वो मिल के सारा ही एफर्ट्स कर रहे हैं और सॉरी बिल्कुल जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल गैदरिंग काफ़ी हो जाएगी जी सर। हमारी ये मांग है प्रशासन से कि इसको पॉलिटिसाइज ना करते हुए, क्योंकि उन्होंने अपने देश के लिए ये जो शहादत दी है उसको याद रखते हुए उनके नाम पे एक स्टेडियम बनाया जाए कर्नल मनप्रीत सिंह के नाम से, सो दैट आगे भी हम ऐसे ही जो वीर हैं वो पैदा करते रहें जो माँ यहाँ पे हैं। सर वी आर फीलिंग प्राउड, ठीक है ना, बिकॉज पहले भी हम जो मीडिया वो कवर कर चुका है। हमारे ये तकरीबन एक गली से, नॉट ओनली पूरा विलेज की बात नहीं कर रहा, हमारी ये गली से तकरीबन जो हमारे बुज़ुर्ग हैं उनको मिला के 20+ हैं जो वो हमारे बुज़ुर्ग हैं वो सेना में कार्यरत रह चुके हैं, जो जॉब की है। और कर्नल मनप्रीत सिंह है जो अकेले हैं जिन्होंने ये इतना हायर रैंक प्राप्त किया, जो यहाँ तक गए हैं जो। जी बिल्कुल, वो हमारे फैमिली मेम्बर थे, ठीक है ना, हमारा परिवार ही है, तो बिल्कुल इस चीज़ के बारे में बात होती थी। और वो ये तो चलो जो देश के प्रति जज्बा बिल्कुल था जी, क्योंकि बैकग्राउंड था उनके जो अपना दादाजी थे वो भी आर्मी से थे, उनके फादर साहब भी आर्मी से थे, और वो उसी 12 सिखलाई में उन्होंने एज ए ऑफिसर ज्वाइन किया। बिकॉज उनकी पहले एक मीडिया में उन्होंने बात कही थी ये चीज़ कि मैं जैसे उनके फादर साहब उस यूनिट को जो ऑफिसर्स थे उनको सलाम करते थे, वो कहते मेरा भी ये एक पैशन है, एक जज्बा है कि मेरा एक ख्वाब है कि मैं उसी यूनिट में जाऊं, और जो उन्होंने मेरे फादर साहब ने सैल्यूट किया है तो वो लोग उसमें मुझे सैल्यूट करें, वो चीज़ को मतलब करना चाहते थे। और उन्होंने नो डाउट किया भी, उन्होंने एनडीए क्लियर की, उसके बाद ज्वाइन करके जब उनको ऑप्शन दी गई तो उन्होंने 12 सिखलाई ही ज्वाइन की है।
So as we speak, the preparations are taking place. In fact, cutouts of Colonel Manpreet Singh are being put out in Mohali, where the cremation would take place post 11 a.m. In fact, at 2 p.m. we believe. Let's go across to Amandeep again, who's been there in Mohali from that cremation ground. Amandeep, talk to us more about Major Colonel Manpreet Singh, of course a decorated officer. Talk to us about how his family has been serving the army for ages. In fact, he was the 22nd member, we believe, to have served the Indian Army from his family.
Well, absolutely, Samiksha. There are certain stories that Manpreet Singh has left behind, and in fact the family members are narrating to the next generation. Manpreet was a commerce graduate, and in fact he has cleared his pre-chartered accountant exam, but all of a sudden, as per the quotes from his classmates, from his colleagues, and even from the family members, he stepped down just because he was completely influenced from his father's service. I request my camera person to pan the camera and show you the visuals as well, that what all is happening around me. And in fact, as he has promised his father that he will definitely join the same battalion, the same regiment, 12th Light Infantry Battalion, and he will serve as an officer to the nation from the same battalion. And that is what he did. In 2005, he commissioned as a lieutenant in 12th Light Infantry Battalion, and in fact, after that, he has been decorated with the Sena Medal in 2021, just because certain operations has been carried out by Colonel Manpreet Singh, and who was then Lieutenant Colonel, and in fact promoted as a Colonel in 19 RR as well. So he started leading the operations from the front when he was Major, when he was Captain, when he was Lieutenant Colonel, and even when he was Colonel as well. And till the last time, he always remained ahead from his platoon, and this was the habit. This is what the family members were keep on narrating to the other people, to their relatives, to the nears and dears, whosoever is coming to console the families, just because certain stories has been left. And Manpreet, at the age of above 45, he was still having that much energy and the capability and the physical strength that he always preferred to lead the operations in valley, despite knowing that there are certain kind of uncertainty prevailing in the valley as well. So these are the stories that Manpreet Singh, in fact martyr Colonel Manpreet Singh, has left behind to narrate the next generation. So at least the next generation should know the contribution of Colonel Manpreet Singh to this nation, and even the contribution of the family to this nation. preparation. So you can see that now the preparation is taking place. At 11 p.m. the mortal remains will be arriving at the residence of Manpreet Singh, and by 2 p.m. the last rites will be performed. Yes, Samiksha.
Yes, Amandeep, we'll come back to you. Let's go across to Nikita as well, who's been there. Major Ashish Dhonchak of 19 Rashtriya Rifles. His last rites would be conducted shortly. Going across to Nikita now. Nikita, tell us more about the life and times of Major Ashish Dhonchak of 19 Rashtriya Rifles, who was of course a decorated officer. He was even awarded the Sena Medal, we believe.
So currently we are following Major Ashish's vehicle, the last vehicle which is taking the mortals, the mortal remains of the hero, the warrior who laid down his life in the line of duty, whilst doing what he always dreamt of doing in Anantnag on the night of Tuesday. We spoke to the relatives of late Major Ashish Dhonchak. Major Ashish was one of the elder cousins, the elder children, who was one of the first ones to join the Indian Army. And not just that, he inspired a lot of his younger cousins. As it happens in a family, you follow footsteps of one person. A lot of them, including girls, also joined the forces, and they are also posted in different parts of the country, serving the nation, making the tradition of a family. At least 5 people from Major Ashish's family are currently serving in the Indian Army. That's what the other relatives told me. Major Ashish was commissioned in 2012. He passed out from the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. He always had dreams of serving the nation to the topmost level in the most prestigious way. And with this supreme sacrifice that he has made for Mother India, along with 2 officers, Col Manpreet and DSP Humayun Ghani of J&K Police, he lived by what he always said and wanted to do. He didn't want to do any regular job. That's what I was made to understand from his relatives, who I spoke to some time back while we were at his house in Panipat. The house which is new and which was the dream house of the family, and they were going to move in the coming month, next month, when it was Major Ashish's birthday. So, but that's obviously not gonna happen anymore, and the family is mourning the loss, while also the occasion is such, it is so dichotomic that while the family, the nation, the local people, as we can see, there's a whole, convoy, like all kinds sort of a thing, the people procession kind of a thing that's happening. There's so many people who have stopped their vehicles, onlookers are watching, making videos of the remains of the late officer. Back to you, Samiksha.
All right, Nikita, we'll keep coming back to you. So Nikita and Amandeep both getting us those the scenes as the last rites would be conducted shortly, both of Major Ashish Dhonchak and Colonel Manpreet Singh today, both decorated officers of 19 Rashtriya Rifles who made supreme sacrifice for the country.